We are going to read this book today about butterflies and caterpillars. You can see the caterpillar crawling up the stem of that flower and then the butterfly sitting on top. This book is called The Life of a Butterfly. It's going to tell us all about how caterpillars grow and change into butterflies. So we are starting to learn all about butterflies, and some things we're going to do is learn some new words along the way. So I have these words that we're going to look for and listen for while we read, okay? So the first word is eggs. Can you say eggs? Good. The next word is caterpillar. You say caterpillar. The next word is chrysalis. You may not have heard that word before. Can you say chrysalis? Good job. And the last word is butterfly. You say butterfly. Great. So I'm going to hang these words up on our wall right here to help us remember what we're looking for and listening for as we read, okay? So there's our list. It's kind of crooked. There we go. Straighten it up a little bit. And we are going to get ready to read this book. And like I said, it's going to tell us how a caterpillar like this one changes into a beautiful butterfly. Let's read The Life of a Butterfly by Anne Murphy. Oh, there's another butterfly on some flowers. Butterflies must really like flowers. Butterflies go through many changes as they grow. There's a butterfly. It landed on her hands. Has a butterfly ever landed on you? It's really exciting when that happens, but you have to be very still. Butterflies start life as eggs on plants. Caterpillars hatch out of the eggs. Caterpillars don't look like butterflies. They don't look like butterflies. They're so different. They don't have wings. They don't always have long antennae like butterflies do, and they have lots of little legs. While I was reading this page, I heard some of the words. I heard eggs, I heard caterpillar, and I heard butterfly. Did you hear those words on this page? And we answered one of the questions we had. In our meeting, we were asking questions about butterflies and thinking of things we wanted to know. And one thing we wanted to know is what comes out of those eggs. Do the caterpillars come out of the eggs, or do butterflies come out of the eggs? Our book tells us that caterpillars hatch out of the eggs. So there are the little eggs on the leaf, and there's the caterpillars that come out of them. So now we know. Caterpillars eat leaves and grow fast. That was something else we wanted to know. We wanted to know what caterpillars eat. Our book says caterpillars eat leaves, just like this one that this caterpillar's on. Look, there's his head. You can see his mouth down on the leaf. They shed their skin as they grow. So if you look closely, you can see right here, that is the caterpillar's old skin, and it's crawling away from it. So caterpillars are a little different from us. When they grow, their skin doesn't grow with them. Our skin grows as we grow, but theirs doesn't. It stays the same size. So as they grow, underneath their old skin, they're growing new skin. And when that old skin gets too little, it's like clothes that are too little for you. They just split those right open and crawl out. So that's what has happened here. And the caterpillar left his wrinkled up skin behind. Once it comes off him, it kind of shrivels and wrinkles up. After a while, the caterpillar turns into a pupa. Can you say pupa? Good. That's a strange word. Let's find out about a pupa. After a while, the caterpillar turns into a pupa and makes a chrysalis. There's our word, chrysalis. Let's find out what a chrysalis is. The pupa doesn't look like a butterfly, but inside its chrysalis, the pupa is turning into a butterfly. So the caterpillar, after it grows and sheds its skin several times, it makes a chrysalis. And the chrysalis is the thing on the outside that we see. And sometimes we call that a cocoon. You may have heard that word, and you may not have heard the word chrysalis. But a cocoon is what a moth makes, and it's a little bit different. Butterflies make a chrysalis. And inside is the pupa. We don't always talk about that word, but that word it means what the caterpillar turns itself into. So inside this chrysalis, the caterpillar kind of turns into a liquid inside, and we call that a pupa. And then that liquid is what turns into a butterfly. Lots of strange things that those caterpillars do, and lots of new words that we're learning too. We'll probably learn more about that as we keep reading about butterflies. At last, the butterfly breaks out of its chrysalis. Look closely and you can see that inside, you can see this. So this is what the butterfly will look like. You can see its dots. You can see right here the stripes, the orange and black stripes on it. And the chrysalis is clear. We can see through it now. So over here, it looked green. And now it's clear and we can see through to see what the butterfly looks like. And it breaks out of that chrysalis. It waits for its wings to dry. Then it flies away. You can see it's hanging on to the chrysalis right there. That's what's left. Looks a little different, huh? In the fall, some butterflies fly south. They want to stay warm in the winter. We learned about winter and fall. Remember, in the winter it's cold. Lots of butterflies don't like to be cold, so they fly to a warmer place. Then they fly back again in the spring. We learned about spring just a few weeks ago. Right now, we're in the season of spring and things are getting warmer. So as it gets warmer, the butterflies start coming back. You may have started to see some butterflies flying around, and that's because it's warming up. They're ready to come back home. Look at all those butterflies on this tree branch. Isn't that cool? They all just kind of tuck in there together. I think that's really awesome. You can see them all flying around in this picture too. All through the sky. Soon the female butterflies will lay eggs on plants. That's a new word too. Female. Can you say female? And that's a big word that just means girl, okay? So female, it means girl, and male means boy. So female means girl. Can you say that with me? Female means girl, and male means boy. Say that with me. Male means boy. So this page tells us that the female butterflies, or the girl butterflies, are the ones who lay the eggs. Let's see if we can see the eggs. I don't see them here. Maybe we'll see some on another picture. Soon the female butterflies will lay eggs on plants, and new butterflies will begin life. The end. Now this page is really cool. This page shows us all of the parts or the different steps or stages that a caterpillar goes through to become a butterfly. And we call this a life cycle. Can you say life cycle? Good. What is a life cycle? A life cycle is how something grows. We learned about life cycles long ago when we studied about pumpkins in the fall. We talked about the life cycle of a pumpkin and how that pumpkin grows. So this is a life cycle of a butterfly, how a butterfly grows. And it's got all of these different words that we found in our story. Let's take a closer look. So up at the top we have a butterfly, and then the butterfly lays eggs. And we learned that it's a female butterfly, right? And the female is the girl, so not the boy. The boy doesn't lay the eggs. The girl butterfly does, the female butterfly. So there's the female butterfly. She lays eggs. And then out of those eggs hatches a caterpillar. That's right. The caterpillar turns into a pupa and makes a chrysalis. And there's the chrysalis hanging from a branch in a tree. Some of you talked about that in our meeting too, that caterpillars will build a chrysalis from a branch. And then it comes out of the chrysalis as a butterfly. And then we have a new butterfly. And it goes around and around. So that new butterfly lays eggs. And the eggs, out of the eggs, hatch a caterpillar. The caterpillar forms a chrysalis and then comes out as a butterfly. And then it starts over and over again. That cycle just keeps going and going and going. That's what cycle means. That means it goes around and around and around. So that's how a caterpillar grows into a butterfly. I'm so glad you joined me today to learn about that and to learn all these new vocabulary words. We're going to keep using those words as we study about butterflies and learn even more about them. So today, go find some butterflies. I hope you see some flying through your yards and outside, okay? Have fun searching for butterflies. Thanks for joining me.